Last summer, I harvested more than 90 pounds of tomatoes from just 4 plants in a single raised bed. The year before that, using the exact same varieties, in the exact same soil, I barely harvested 30 pounds. Nothing changed except one thing: the way I watered them. That single shift completely transformed my garden. Suddenly, I had fewer cracked tomatoes, almost no blossom end, rot healthier leaves and plants that kept producing deep into late summer. And here's the surprising part. The mistake destroying most tomato harvests isn't underwatering. It isn't overwatering either. It's something much more specific. And once you understand it, you'll never look at tomato watering the same way again. Most gardeners water tomatoes a little bit every single day. It feels responsible. The soil looks wet, the leaves stay green, and everything seems fine. But in reality, that habit trains tomato roots to stay shallow and weak. It creates inconsistent moisture levels that lead to cracking blossom end, rot yellowing leaves, and stressed plants that struggle during summer heat. Today I'm going to show you the exact watering method that changed everything for me, including how often to water, how deeply to soak the soil, and why timing matters far more than most people realize. And stay until the end, because I'll share an old buried bottle trick that slowly waters tomato roots for hours, while you do absolutely nothing. Let's get into it. For years, I watered tomatoes the same way most people do. Every evening after dinner, I walked outside with a hose and gave each plant a quick spray. The leaves looked healthy. The topsoil looked dark and moist. I thought I was doing everything right. But every summer, the same problems showed up. My Roma tomatoes developed blossom end rot. Large tomatoes split open after rainstorms. Lower leaves turned yellow. Plants grew fast early in the season, then stalled completely once the heat arrived. I blamed the weather. I blamed the fertilizer. I even bought calcium supplements thinking the soil was deficient. But the real issue had nothing to do with calcium levels in the soil. It was inconsistent watering. Here's what most gardeners don't realize. Mature tomato plants are designed to grow deep roots, sometimes 2 to 3 feet underground. Tomatoes originally evolved in dry regions of South America, where they had to search deeply for moisture. But when you water lightly every single day, the roots stop growing downward. Instead, they stay close to the surface where the soil dries out quickly. That creates a dangerous cycle. The plant becomes soaking wet at night, then dries out completely the next afternoon under the sun. Over and over again, the roots experience massive swings between wet and dry conditions. And that's what causes many common tomato problems. Blossom end rot isn't usually caused by a lack of calcium in the soil. It's caused by the plant struggling to move calcium consistently because moisture levels keep fluctuating. Cracked tomatoes happen the same way. During dry periods, fruits grow slowly. Then suddenly the plant absorbs a huge amount of water, causing the fruit to swell faster than the skin can stretch. The result is splitting and cracking. The solution isn't more water. The solution is deeper, steadier watering that encourages stronger roots and more stable moisture levels. Once I understood that everything about tomato care started making sense, the first thing you need to stop doing is guessing whether your tomatoes need water based on the surface of the soil. The top inch dries out incredibly fast in summer heat, even when deeper soil is still perfectly moist. That's why experienced gardeners don't trust the surface. They check deeper down. Here's the simplest method. Push your finger into the soil about 3 to 4 inches deep near the base of the plant. If the soil feels cool and slightly damp, leave it alone. If it feels dry and crumbly at that depth, it's time to water. That small habit alone will prevent a huge amount of overwatering. Now here's the biggest shift that changed my tomato harvests completely. Stop watering lightly every day. Start watering deeply every few days. Instead of giving plants small daily drinks, I now soak each mature tomato plant with roughly 1 to 2 gallons of water every 3 to 5 days depending on the weather. and I apply it slowly. The goal is to push moisture deep into the soil where the lower roots can reach it. When roots grow deeper, plants become stronger, more drought-tolerant, and far more stable during hot weather. Shallow roots panic during heat waves. Deep roots stay steady. I usually place a hose at the base of each plant on a slow trickle for several minutes. Soaker hoses and drip irrigation systems work even better because they deliver water directly into the soil without soaking the leaves. And that's important because wet leaves create the perfect environment for fungal diseases like early blight and septoria leaf spot. Always water the soil, not the foliage. Timing matters too. Morning watering is ideal because the soil absorbs moisture before the hottest part of the day arrives. Any splashed leaves also dry quickly once the sun comes up. Evening watering isn't always disastrous, but leaving plants damp overnight increases disease pressure significantly, especially during humid weather. Deep roots, steady moisture, and proper timing. Those three changes alone can completely transform tomato production. Once you start watering deeply, the next game-changing step is mulch. And I don't mean a tiny decorative layer. I mean real mulch, 2 to 3 inches thick around the entire root zone of the plant. Straw, shredded leaves, dried grass clippings, or wood chips all work well. Just keep the mulch a couple inches away from the main stem so moisture doesn't sit directly against it. The difference mulch makes is honestly incredible. It dramatically slows evaporation, keeps soil temperatures cooler, during summer heat suppresses weeds, and helps maintain much more stable moisture levels between waterings. In my own garden, mulched tomato plants needed almost half the water compared to bare soil plants growing right beside them. And stable moisture is exactly what tomatoes want. You also need to adjust watering as the season changes. Young transplants with small root systems need water more frequently because their roots haven't spread deeply yet. Early in the season, I usually water every 2 to 3 days with smaller amounts. But once the plants mature and roots establish deeply, I stretch watering intervals farther apart while increasing the amount of water each time. During extreme heat above 90 degrees, tomatoes may need more frequent watering again, but still deep watering, not shallow daily sprinkles. And after heavy rainfall, skip watering completely until the soil actually dries out. One of the biggest mistakes gardeners make is automatically watering on schedule, even when nature already handled it. Your tomatoes don't care about the calendar. They care about soil moisture. The plants themselves will also tell you a lot if you learn to read them properly. A healthy tomato plant usually stands upright with firm leaves during the morning. Slight drooping during extremely hot afternoons is normal and doesn't automatically mean the plant needs water. But if leaves are still limp early in the morning, the plant likely became too dry overnight and needs a deep soak. On the other hand, constantly wet soil combined with yellow lower leaves is often a sign of overwatering. Tomatoes communicate clearly once you know what signals to watch for. There are a few watering mistakes I see in almost every garden, and fixing them can instantly improve tomato health. The first is the daily evening sprinkle. People come home from work, grab the hose, spray the surface for a minute or two, and assume the plants are taken care of. But that routine keeps roots shallow and creates the constant wet-dry cycle that stresses tomatoes. The second mistake is overhead watering. Sprinklers soak the leaves, splash soil onto the lower branches, and create ideal conditions for fungal disease. Tomatoes hate wet foliage, especially during warm, humid weather. The third mistake is watering on autopilot. Some gardeners water every Tuesday and Friday no matter what. But tomatoes don't follow schedules. They respond to actual soil conditions. Hot, windy weather dries soil much faster than cool, cloudy days. That's why checking the soil directly matters so much more than blindly following a calendar. And finally, one of the worst mistakes is panicking after a dry spell and suddenly flooding the plant with huge amounts of water. That dramatic swing often leads directly to fruit cracking and blossom end rot. Consistency is the goal. Now let me show you the watering trick that completely changed how I grow tomatoes. An old market gardener taught me this years ago, and it's still one of the smartest, low-cost gardening hacks I've ever used. Take a 1-gallon plastic jug and poke several small holes around the bottom section. Then bury the jug 6 to 8 inches away from the tomato plant, with only the neck sticking above the soil. When it's time to water, simply fill the jug. Instead of flooding the soil surface, water slowly seeps out underground, directly into the deep root zone over several hours. That means less evaporation, less runoff, fewer wet leaves, and much deeper moisture penetration. The first season I tried this method, I noticed fewer cracked tomatoes, stronger plants, and far less blossom end rot almost immediately. And the best part is how simple it is. No expensive irrigation system, no complicated setup, just slow, deep watering exactly where the roots need it most. If you remember only one thing from this entire video, let it be. These tomatoes are deep-rooted plants, not shallow-rooted houseplants. When you water lightly every day, you train the roots to stay weak and close to the surface. But when you water deeply and consistently, you encourage the plant to build a stronger root system that can handle heat drought and heavy fruit production much more effectively. That one shift changes everything. You get fewer cracked fruits, healthier leaves, more stable growth, and dramatically better harvests overall. The 90-pound harvest I mentioned at the beginning didn't come from expensive fertilizer miracle products or some secret tomato variety. It came from understanding how tomatoes actually drink. So water deeply, mulch heavily, watch the soil instead of the calendar, and trust the plant to tell you what it needs. Once you start doing that, your tomatoes become far easier to manage and far more productive. And honestly, that's one of the best parts of gardening. Sometimes the biggest improvements don't come from working harder. They come from finally understanding the plant in front of you. Thanks for watching, and if you try any of these watering methods this season, I'd love to hear how your tomatoes respond. Until next time, keep growing.